at a Ranji Trophy level, obviously the 200 against Tamil Nadu in the semi-final was, it still gives me goosebumps whenever I think of it. I think if I'm not mistaken, we were chasing 460 or
480.
Yeah, 481 or something like that. And I remember I went into bat second day, somewhere around tea time, and I got out to Kumaran. And this was the second time in that season I got out to Kumaran, and I think I got out just before the end of the day's play, and we were 140 for 4. Mine was the 4th wicket, and I was sitting in the dressing room, and he just put his hand on my shoulder and said, "Don't worry, we'll win this game." And I was like, "Wow, 340 to get. It's going to take something special." And it took, it took all of Sachin's concentration and his experience at international cricket. He was already a huge player, #1 player in the world at that time. It took all of his mastery over the game, how we would approach that 340 more to get, how we would break those into smaller goals. It took all of his ability to marshal resources around batting with 8, 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. I remember Abhi was number 10, Santosh Saxena was number 11, and Abhi and Sachin got run out. Abhi got run out with Sachin with 16 or 20 or something to go. And there was I think it was maybe lunch or tea at that time on the 3rd or the 4th day, I think. And you could hear a pin drop in the dressing room at that time, You could hear a pin drop in the dressing room. And Santosh Saxena was the new kid on the block in our team. We didn't know how well he batted, but he had played, he used to be a professional tennis ball cricketer, And in tennis ball cricket, everybody bats. So we knew that he won't be a mug. He will try and hang around for some time, and we needed 3 to win, and I think Gokul Krishnan was bowling, and everybody was on the fence. Everybody was on the fence.
All the 9 men.
All the 9 men, and Sachin off the back foot just punched him through the covers. Robin Singh was at sweeper cover. The ball was maybe 10 yards to Robin's right. He couldn't get near it.
And this is one of the best fielders we are talking about.
This is Robin Singh, the best fielder in India at that time. He couldn't get anywhere near the ball. It thudded into the wooden plank, and we were home.
And also the interesting thing about that game is that you spoke about Abhi Kurovilla and Santosh Saxena being the last 2 men.
Yeah.
They didn't score any runs.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, Santosh was maybe 0 not out or 1 not out or something in a partnership of 20-25, So he was, that's what I said earlier, he was using all his resources to see that he takes a run of the 4th or the 5th ball or the 6th ball and make sure that he approaches the new over, who's bowling, what's the field setting. It was all being done on the spot in real time. It was fantastic.
And also you said that there was that dressing room silence at the break. But even before that, when he was running out of partners, were you all on the edge of your seat?
Yeah, I mean, we were in our seats because in any cricket dressing room, if the team's doing well, then people tend to sit where they are. And we just sat there for 6 or 7 hours, and we did not move. We moved when there was an interval or a drinks break. Went to the restroom, came back, sat there before the first ball was bowled after the interval. And Ashok Mankad was the coach, I remember, at that time. And Sachin and I used to sit next to each other in the Mumbai dressing room.
The old Wankhede.
The old Wankhede Stadium dressing room. And Ashok Mankad would come at every interval and he would say, "Sir, sab theek hai na?" And Sachin would say, "Haan, Kaka, don't worry, jeet jayenge." And Ashok Mankad would take a U-turn and then go off. He would not say another word. And he would do this at every interval. So we just tried to maintain whatever pattern was being maintained.
It was a superstition.
Completely.
And then after that came the final against Hyderabad. And he again got another 100. I believe even you got some runs in the final. So in a way that Ranji Trophy campaign itself was about him. coming into the semis and then finals.
Yeah, and I think if you look at that season, we probably did not have a great start to the season, but he was available for those couple of months, and he was, he was incredible. He just came in and said, "Look, guys, we've got to win this," and just went on and kept pushing all of us, and sometimes with a kind word, sometimes with a few words which we can't mention here. But yeah, all in all, that Mumbai team and that Mumbai team of the 1990s absolutely worshipped him and continued to do so, because we knew that we had a captain who would do anything for us.
We were chasing 450 or 460. It was a big total, and Tamil Nadu posted against her. And he got a double 100 out there. When he was, I think, 20 or 25, I think dropped a setter off him, and he was on 25. And soon after that, he came into for lunch, and we were kind of discussing. And obviously, the atmosphere in the dressing was a little tensed. You lost 3 wickets. He's batting, and he's one of the only main guys we banked on. Really, you obviously wanted him to. He could score, and he wanted him to score. And he just came in. I said, just shrugged off what has really happened. I said no more, and that's what he said. That's it. And I don't think after that he got beaten a single delivery. So kind of certain things like these, speaks volume over the individual and the confidence that he exhibits. And we are kind of, you needed someone to say that in that situation. So it generally gets passed on to the other guys and rubs on, and that's what we got. 470, we chased the target. But he single-handedly, you needed someone like him to come and say, no more. It's a great thing. So it just gives you a lot of confidence, and that's what it did. So one clear instance which I remember, he didn't get beaten after that, not a single ball.
Isn't it the same game when he batted with the last 2 men and scored all the runs himself to take Mumbai through?
Yeah, same game. You had, I remember there were 9 fielders on the boundary line, everyone on the boundary line, and there were still boundaries being scored. And that was one phenomenal game I've been part of.
And that is one knock that many pick as his best at the domestic level.
Easily, I feel. Easily one of the best knocks I've seen. There have been others against Australia as well, where
the one at Brabant Stadium.
But I think this ranks as high as that.